Tom, it's an absolute pleasure to be here. What surroundings, by the way. This is a bit plush, isn't it?
It is. Obviously arrived yesterday. Obviously meeting all the players and all the staff. Quite a few I've come across before. So yeah, it's been a very good 24 hours so far.
It's a surreal place. We're in a public hotel in St George's Park, where the public just mingle downstairs, and you've got Roy Hodgson walking up and down the steps, and Gareth Southgate, and yourself, Danny Ings and Charlie Austin, all these people walking past. It is almost like another world down here.
It's certainly different. It's an incredible facility. They've got everything at hand, really. This morning we've trained on an excellent pitch. We've got the gym, the warm-up room. Afterwards, you go in the ice bath, the pool, spa facilities. Just had lunch downstairs. It's there's everything there, really. So yeah, it's a fantastic facility, and as I say, I've enjoyed it so far.
Just tell me about that first 24 hours, Tom, because I know that earlier in the week you were in with Billy. You did a few sessions with Billy just to keep your eye on before you came down here, so you were fully prepared. But when you arrive here, can anything prepare you for what you see and what happens in the England setup?
No, I think I came in early in the week at the Burnley training ground just to do a little bit, so I didn't want any rustiness going into this week. And fair play to Billy, he was fantastic coming in over the summer. And, for me, really. So yeah, putting me through my paces, which was great. And then yeah, obviously, like anything, you're going into a new environment, people you haven't met before, new staff, new players. Some players I've not met before, some have come across. So yeah, you just sort of try and go in with an open mind, really, and just be yourself. Smile on your face, sort of. And go with the flow, really, and learn quickly about where you need to be at what time and how to go about things. We got here yesterday, had a bit of lunch, chilled out for a little bit, and then we trained in the afternoon. So it was great to get out there and dust the gloves off and the boots and get straight into it. So that was fantastic. Then that sort of puts that day to bed. And then today the work started, and we had a good session this morning.
Yeah, we watched about 15 minutes of that session. I don't think you took a smile off your face in that 15 minutes. Everybody we spoke to about you says he's buzzing.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair. I've had a bit of grief off Gary Neville. I'm supposed to be quiet and in the corner on my first trip, but it's not really my way, really. So obviously I'm absolutely delighted, thoroughly enjoying it. But also I'm here to do a job. And want to perform.
Nevertheless, you look down there and you've got 3 lions on your chest. It's got to be a very proud moment for you and your family, and it certainly is for the football club.
Yeah, obviously, I've said before, it's fantastic. I'm over the moon to be here. Obviously for myself, for the goalie coach Bill, the manager, the staff, all the players, the club as a whole, really. It's fantastic. But I have to make it clear that my ambition goes beyond just getting into the squad and making it a one-time thing. Got my foot in the door at the minute. I want to make sure I make an impact where they want me back again. That's certainly my ambition, and I keep trying to go that way.
Does it help, I think, that you've come into the camp with 2 other rookies? Charlie's here and Jamie Vardy who are here for the first time as well, as wide-eyed and bushy-tailed as you are. The 3 of you probably have a lot in common in that respect.
Yeah, that's probably certainly one way to look at it. I try not to think of it like that. Even if I was here, as the first sort of newcomer, if you like, it wouldn't really bother me too much. You've got to go into these things with an open mind and enjoy it. You've got to embrace it. There's no point shrinking away from it. It's a great opportunity, a nice challenge, and as I say, I'm hopefully relishing it so far and hope to kick on.
And Sunday's the first opportunity, and all eyes will be on that team sheet when it comes out. There's got to be a hope in you that at some point on Sunday you get the nod.
No, of course, that's what we're here for, to play games. I've arrived with no expectation of that. I think it's important that I sort of get in and show what I can do and feel at home as soon as possible. That starts with the training. With regard to the matches, we've obviously got the friendly and the qualifier. That's obviously out of my control. All I can do is focus on what I am doing, and then we'll see what happens. But obviously, there's certainly a hope there.
It's early, but what's the one thing you're looking forward to most about the next sort of 10 days with England?
Yeah, I think just sort of testing myself at the highest level, really. It's been a while since I was at United and trained there. Obviously, that was certainly a very good level, but this at the international stage, probably a level above that. You can see the quality this morning and the standards they set. So yeah, I'm looking forward to just being around that and keep pushing my game on. It's certainly a big thing for me, as it has been. Sort of a message from me since I signed at Burnley, but that keep getting better, keep developing, keep progressing, and I think it's just another fantastic opportunity to keep doing that. Once you're in and around players of this standard. You know, the goalkeepers as well. You know, it brings the best out of you, and it's important because you can't get away with anything less than the best, really. So it's nice to have that standard set. You know, and I'm certainly striving to get to it. You know, I hope to be at it more often than not, and keep pushing it, keep raising that bar.
How's Joe and Rob Green welcoming you into the camp? Has that been quite a nice little triumvirate?
Yeah, brilliant. Obviously, I've known Harty for quite a long time. We had quite a few trips growing up, England trips, and obviously playing against him when he was at City in the reses. So yeah, me and him get on great. Obviously, Greeny I've known from playing against him, and he's a top man. So it's actually been superb, to be fair. Obviously with the goalie coach Dave Watson, who's been very good as well. So yeah, it's certainly felt comfortable so far.
And I know that just finally Dave Watson was ribbing you a little bit. He was almost trying to tempt you into believing you were a ball boy yesterday.
Yeah, see Ingsy's giving a game away, has he?
Michael Keane, actually.
Yeah, was it Keane or was it? Yeah. Interesting from them. So we make them clean my boots later on. Then see it. But yeah, it's sort of, you know, all part and parcel. I think you know, as I say, I've enjoyed every second of it. If they want me to clean my boots, I'll be getting my brushes out. Well,
listen, there's a hierarchy here. You're on the top floor, they're the floor below you. Their aspirations is to get to the top floor. You've already made it.
True.
Straight up the elevator.
Yeah, true. I think I'll be asking them for a cup of tea later on, run my bath and that. So we'll see which one I pick on.
Tom, listen, we bring messages from everybody at Burnley, all the very best over the next 10 years. We're really rooting for you and hope you get that action you're looking for.
Cheers, Daz. Thanks very much.